Nextech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Nextech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building, when it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K-Lawn, Kirk Maska and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948, 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor. The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount Siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements. Adams, Brown, Barron, and Ball. Your trusted advisors providing you with commitment, experience, and integrity. Hertz Rent-A-Car. Bigger vehicle for a family trip or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for the next business trip? Book with Hertz Rent-A-Car on 8th Street in Hayes. Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal and RM Custom Metals. When it hails, when it pours, one thing's for sure, Roof Masters is who you're looking for. Adams, Brown, Barron, and Ball. Your trusted advisors providing you with commitment, experience, and integrity. Hertz Rent-A-Car. Bigger vehicle for a family trip or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for the next business trip? Book with Hertz Rent-A-Car on 8th Street in Hayes. Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal and RM Custom Metals. When it hails, when it pours, one thing's for sure, Roof Masters is who you're looking for. Eagle Communications. Our community connected. Nextech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Nextech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building, when it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K-Lawn, Kirk Maska and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948, 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm. Adams, Brown, Barron, and Ball. Your trusted advisors providing you with commitment, experience, and integrity. Hertz Rent-A-Car. Bigger vehicle for a family trip or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for the next business trip? Book with Hertz Rent-A-Car on 8th Street in Hayes. Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal and RM Custom Metals. When it hails, when it pours, one thing's for sure, Roof Masters is who you're looking for. Eagle Communications. Our community connected. Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor. The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount Siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements. Nextech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Nextech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building, when it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K-Lawn, Kirk Maska and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948, 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor, The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount Siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net.
TMP-Marian Monarchs look for a bounce-back performance following their first loss in the Mid-Continent League on Tuesday night, and look for a little revenge at the same time as they take on the Smith Center Lady Red. A good Friday evening and welcome into Smith Center High School, along with our studio producer and engineer Rachel Fox of the KHAZ studios and Hayes Post producer Jaden Mount. I'm Jonathan Swigert, as we get you set for the Lady Monarchs here as they take on the Smith Center Lady Red. On Tuesday, the Lady Monarchs could not shake off a rough shooting night in a 38-32 overtime loss to the Trigo Golden Eagles. That loss ended their three-game winning streak and dropped them to 10-3 on the season and 4-1 in the Mid-Continent League. Meanwhile, the Smith Center Lady Red come in 11-3 on the season and 4-2 in the Mid-Continent League following a 50-38 win over Hoxie. They have won 7 of their last 8, and on the season they have losses to ranked Phillipsburg and Central Plains, as they also lost to Ellis earlier this season. For the Lady Red, they have a win over TMP, winning by 7 in the MCL quarterfinals to just a couple of weeks ago. It's the Lady Monarchs and the Lady Red in this matchup in the Mid-Continent League. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back here on our Hertz Rental Car pregame show, we'll get a chance to hear from Coach Rose McFarland on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Nextech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Nextech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building, when it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K-Lawn, Kirk Maska and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948, 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
This is the Hertz Rent-A-Car pregame show. Let's get the thoughts of the coach. This chat with the coach is brought to you by Shelter Insurance agent Dustin Shoemaker in the Northridge Plaza and online at compareMyCoverage.com.
More from Smith Center on our Hertz Rent-A-Car pregame show, joined now by Coach Rose McFarland. And Coach, come off of that hard-fought matchup with Trigo, come up a little bit short. Offensively kind of struggled a little bit. Just first of all, some final thoughts.
Yeah, I thought both teams played really good defense. I mean, it was a real low-scoring game. Both teams, like I said, played good defense, and I think we both kind of struggled a little bit on the offensive end.
And you feel like physicality was kind of it seemed like that was really kind of the theme. Both teams were really physical. And you're going to see that down the stretch and probably a little bit more into sub-state, you would imagine. You feel like the girls kind of responded to that and handled that and can learn from that in the future?
Yeah, I think we're getting better with that. I mean, from now till before, in the past, somebody bumps us and, we haven't been real physical, the boxing out and those kind of things. And Trigo's always been pretty physical, and they do a really good job defensively and don't give you a lot of opportunities to do things that you want to do as far as offense. But that's something that definitely going forward, it's something we have to get better with because we've seen games, in postseason that get pretty rough, and we don't always get the calls. We just have to adjust.
And two, for your offense, you hold them scoreless in the fourth quarter and just can't find a way to kind of get over that hump. I would imagine it may be a little frustrating for the group knowing that, got a lot of good looks, just couldn't finish.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we always say. As long as you rebound and play good defense, you got a chance. And I feel like that's what we did the last game was we played good defense. We did a pretty good job on the boards. And, we just didn't hit shots, but that happens.
The second time around, you get a look at the Smith Center Lady Red. Obviously, they kind of caught fire a little bit there at the MCL tournament, starting with their win over you to propel into the MCL tournament championship. What makes them such a difficult matchup, and what have you seen from them?
Well, I think they're an up-and-coming team for sure. They're very young, no seniors on their team, but I think we helped their confidence probably, that game when they came here and took one away from us. And I thought in the championship game they looked very good. I mean, they were confident, and I feel like they've gained a lot of confidence since that time. I know Phillipsburg beat them the other day, and they're real young, so sometimes you have that where you're playing well and then maybe have a slip up or something. But they're a good young team. They're solid. They've got good shooters. They can get to the paint, and they got a good post player.
Yeah, I think most of the time when we talk about them, we talk about their inside presence, and rightfully so. Talon Rentschler is really good on the inside, but they made shots around her in the game earlier this year against you, and it seems like they're coming along where they're starting to become kind of two-way where they can hit shots when they're open. Yeah,
I mean, they've got some good shooters. I think they've got some really good shooters from the outside. And then you got to deal with, Rentschler in the inside, and they're good at getting inside. They're pretty good at penetrating, and they play zone defense, and last time we didn't handle that very well. We're real stagnant on offense and just didn't move the ball very well, and they kind of spread it out on us. We just didn't attack the seams very well and get the ball inside very well. So this time I think we'll do a better job there.
And finally, what do you got to do to get a victory?
Like I said, we just have to take care of that ball on offense and move the ball. We got to look for a good shot, but we have to attack them a little bit and not be so stagnant on offense.
All right, good luck, and we'll chat with you afterwards.
Thank you.
One more after this here on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
That's probably a lot of people are going to play, so.
This is the Hertz Rent-A-Car pregame show.
Contact Shelter Insurance agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor, The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements.
League matchup on the Hertz Rent-A-Car pregame show. Jonathan Zeiger back with you as we count down to the start of this matchup between the TMP Lady Monarchs and the Smith Center Lady Red. Our pregame show brought to you by Hertz Rent-A-Car. Of course, so we just heard from Coach Rose McFarland on the pregame show interview brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker. You can save when you insure both your home and auto with Shelter. See Shelter Agent Dustin Shoemaker for details. Lady Monarchs come into this one at 10-3 on the season, 4-1 in the Mid-Continent League, while the Smith Center Lady Red are 11-3 and 4-2 in the MCL. As Coach McFarland mentioned in our interview a moment ago, one of the Lady Reds' losses is to Phillipsburg a couple of games ago, but they have really played well. Smith Center has won 7 of their last 8. We'll take a look at the Smith Center Lady Red a little bit later on in our pregame show, but first we take a look around the Mid-Continent League, our look around the MCL brought to you by HayesPost.com. Oxy on the road tonight at Stockton. Oakley travels to Russell tonight for that Mid-Continent League matchup. Phillipsburg is at Ellis. Norton hosting Plainville, or rather Phillipsburg is at Hill City. Trigo is at Ellis, and that's a quick look inside the Mid-Continent League. Of course, the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers still in first place in the MCL race as they try and claim the MCL regular season title. They are 7-0 on the season. They have already played at least 2 more games, well, at least now 1 more game than everybody else. There for a while, they had played all their MCL games while everybody else was still kind of lagging behind. Currently, Trigo at 4-1 following that win over TMP sits in second place, followed by Norton, TMP, and the Smith Center Lady Red at 4-2. Round out the top 5. Everybody else is below 500 or below in the Mid-Continent League. That's a quick look in the MCL, or look around the MCL brought to you by HayesPost.com. Of course, you can find a recap of our game, plus highlights, interviews, and also area scores following our games each and every night at HayesPost.com. There we've got sports, local news, and features as well. Now it's time for us to take a look at the Smith Center Lady Red as they are 11-3 on the season, 4-2 in the Mid-Continent League. As I mentioned, they have won 7 of their last 8. They really kind of got hot and were playing pretty well, but really kind of propelled them to the victory in the Mid-Continent League tournament was that win in the at the first quarterfinals game against the Lady Monarchs. They would end up winning a feather bracket game on that Saturday and then come to Albillinger Fieldhouse in their next quarterfinal game and beat the TMP Lady Monarchs. And in that victory, that really kind of propelled them to that Mid-Continent League tournament championship. It was their first since 2012, and it was their 6th overall. And I mentioned before, they have losses to ranked Phillipsburg and Central Plains. You can add their other loss in there to the Ellis Lady Railers. That's how they get to that 11-3 record. And they're coming off a 12-point win over Hoxie in their previous outing. The Lady Red and head coach Nick Lynn in his 29th season trying to claim that Mid-Continent League title, led by Talon Rentschler. She is averaging just shy of 17 points to go along with her 7 rebounds and has scored in double figures in all of her 14 contests. Of course, the Lady Monarchs struggled in that last meeting in which they lost by 7. It was a game in which TMP was in it until the very end, but Smith Center would take advantage of some offensive rebounds on free throw situations and were able to salt the victory away. Emily Lane had 26 points and 13 rebounds for TMP in that matchup. Sophia Baltazar added 12. J.C. Von Linnell had 10 to go along with her 8 rebounds for TMP, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. The Monarchs now have lost 2 in a row at the hands of the Smith Center Lady Red, but still have won 8 of the last 10. That's a quick look at the Smith Center Lady Red on our Hertz Rental Car pregame show. Our opponent breakdown brought to you by HayesPost.com. We'll take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll get you the starters and get you set for our matchup as we bring you the TMP Lady Monarchs and the Smith Center Lady Red on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Next Tech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Next Tech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K-Long, Kirk Maska and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
More of our Hertz Rental Car pregame show where the TMP Lady Monarchs get set for a matchup with the Smith Center Lady Red. Our pregame show is brought to you by Hertz Rental Car, serving you from 609 East 8th Street. They've got clean, high-quality vehicles with many options. If you need more room for a family vacation or a car that gets excellent gas mileage, give them a call at 785-623 4116. The Monarchs will be in their road blue uniforms once again as they begin another long road trip. They'll be back at home on Monday, but this is part of a trip for TMP in which they'll be, again, a little bit of road warriors. Monarchs, who played 7 games straight away from Al Bellinger Fieldhouse to open the year, will play 4 of their next 5 away from the Fieldhouse as well. Their only home game before February the 19th, is on Monday as Oakley comes to town. That, of course, was a game that was postponed twice because of weather. And that again will be on Monday, then back at it on the road at Russell on Tuesday night. So real quickly, let's run through our starting lineups. We start with the Smith Center Lady Red. They'll be in their home white uniforms, led by Coach Nick Lynn in his 29th season. They will start Dakota Kattenberg. Kattenberg is the 5'8" freshman. She averages more than 8 points per contest. She'll be joined in the starting lineup by Miley Raby. She's the 5'10" sophomore. Raby averaging over 11 points per contest. Ashlyn Long, the 5'10" junior, at over 7.5 points, nearly 8 rebounds per contest. Cameron Hutchison, a 5'4" freshman. And then their leading scorer and leading rebounder is Talon Richler at nearly 17 points and over 7 rebounds per contest. So that's a look at the Smith Center Lady Red starting lineup for Coach Rose McFarland in her 13th year for TMP. It is that normal starting 5 for TMP of Emily Lane, the 6' junior, Sophia Baltazar, the 5'7" junior, along with Megan Hamel, the 5'4" junior, Cassidy Yost, the 5'9" junior, and then Kylie Allen, the lone senior, at 5'8". So that's a look at the starters for the Monarchs, who will be in their road blue uniforms. Again, for Coach McFarland, it will be Lane along with Hamel, Baltazar, Allen, and Yost. That's a look at the starting lineups. So we'll take our final time out of the pregame show. We'll have the start of this one from Smith Center after this. So the Monarch Sports Network is powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor, The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements.
The Monarchs Sports Network is powered by Herman Physical Therapy on 99.5 KHAZ and HaysPost.com.
Will be in those home, or rather in those road blue uniforms. And as the visiting team, that means the Lady Monarchs will start the game with the basketball, shooting down to our right. We sit right behind the scores table. They'll go from our left to our right. Meanwhile, the Smith Center Lady Red in their home white uniforms will go from our right to our left. Our uniform update brought to you by Phase 2, as TMP will start this basketball game with the ball, and we'll be ready to get this one underway as we welcome you aboard of this Mid-Continent League matchup here on this Friday night. Some Monarchs and the Smith Center Lady Red. As TMP shooting down to our right, we'll look at a zone and a ball backed out of bounds. It'll stay with TMP. This is what we saw in the first meeting between these two teams. Smith Center went to a zone, and TMP really struggled with that zone, as Coach McFarland talked about in the pregame interview. Right side, Hamel with a quick double team, throw it over the top, but it's a turnover. Taken away by the Lady Red. Smith Center will race up the floor. Right side layup, no good as it's rimmed off, as Hutchison couldn't finish, and TMP will come down with it as Yost and company push up the floor here to the near sideline. Baltazar rifles it in the lane, and Hamel's pass knocked off a foot, but rolls out to Baltazar. Right side, she'll kick it for Emily Lane. Emily will drive down the baseline. Here's a three that'll rattle home for Kylie Allen as TMP gets started with a 3-0 lead here on that Kylie Allen three-pointer. That's a good start for TMP as Allen rattled home that three, and it gives the Monarchs a 3-0 lead. Here's a pass inside, and the layup is good, as getting open was Dakota Kattenberg, the freshman. As Kattenberg, with TMP some pressure in the backcourt, able to break it up the floor right side. Here's a Baltazar three that is a little bit short, and ripped down with the rebound is Ashlyn Long. So the Monarchs get an early three, but come up short on that one. As Smith Center will push it up the floor. Long has it. She'll hand it off to Hutchinson. And now they'll dump it inside for Rentschler. Going at lane, draws the foul. It's got a chance at a three-point play. That's a huge matchup in this one tonight, as Talon Rentschler able to give Smith Center the lead as they get that field goal to go at 4-3. And then the foul will be the first on Emily Lane. And Rentschler's free throw is good. She rattled it home off the front of the iron, and TMP trails now 5-3 as they'll break the press of Smith Center into the front court. Allen had it poked away, and it's a second TMP turnover as it's stolen. Monarchs trailing by a field goal here with 6:40 to go first quarter. Hutchison with the ball above her head. She'll swing it off to the left side for Kattenberg. Kattenberg will find a jump shot for Maylee Raby, and she'll knock it home. Smith Center's made 3 of their first 4 field goals as Raby converts on that one, and Smith Center leads by 4 at 7-3. Monarchs had a look like maybe a break, but able to get it into the front court anyway against that pressure. Now against the zone, Hamo will go right side on a pass to a Baltazar. Sophia hesitates. Lane has it right side. TMP trails by 4 at 7-3, and they try and force it inside, and it's the third TMP turnover. Hamo was looking inside, and we're going to get a travel before the layup for Rentschler. Hamo's trying to force it inside to Emily Lane, but unfortunately that one was taken away. Lucky for the Monarchs that they get it back on the Rentschler travel. Against the pressure in the backcourt from the Smith Center Lady Red. TMP's able to break the pressure. Here's a pass from Baltazar, knocked away. It was intended for Yost. Ball's on the floor and taken away by Kattenberg. As Kattenberg will force it up the floor, and it's a turnover. Smith Center tried to answer with a Raby layup, but that went too far out in front, and the Monarchs get it back. 7-3. TMP trails by 4, 5:49 to go here in this opening quarter. That zone stifled the Monarchs offense in the first meeting. They've struggled with it so far here. They do break the pressure from Smith Center, and they'll play it left side for Yost, and now the baseline for Baltazar. The lone field goal for TMP's at Allen 3, and they turn it over again. It's already the 5th TMP turnover here in this first quarter, and it's a run-out layup that's good for Raby. And Smith Center out to a big lead here, leading 9-3 as they get that fast break layup. They've made 4 of their first 5 field goals to lead 9-3, taking advantage of 5 first quarter turnovers for TMP. Offensively, they have really struggled with the zone of the Smith Center Lady Red. Some errant passes that have not been in good positions that allowed Smith Center to run out to this 6-point lead at 9-3. The lone field goal for TMP is that Kylie Allen three-pointer. Monarchs out of the timeouts. Coach McFarland gets that quick timeout here early on in this opening quarter. Smith Center will come out of the timeouts. Under 5.5 to go first quarter. TMP trailing by 6 at 9-3 into the front court. Allen, who just knocked down a three from that baseline, has it. Here's a pass for Hamel. Touch pass inside lane. Missed the layup. Fight for the rebound. Knocked out of bounds. They say it was off of both players and out of bounds, so the alternate possession will give it to Smith Center. That is just the third field goal for TMP with 5:14 to play here in this first quarter. They've already turned it over 5 times. Allen will check out for TMP, and for the first time comes the 5'11 sophomore J.C. Von Little. Rentschler will post up, left low block, kicks it outside, and threw it away. Tried to go from the left low block to the right wing, but Kattenberg couldn't hang on to it. It's the second Lady Red turnover. 5:06 to go here in this first quarter. Monarchs shooting down to our right here in this first quarter, trailing at 9-3. Smith Center back into that zone with Yost on the left baseline. Now Hamel will go to the high post for Lane. Emily had a big game the first time. Drives, kicks it. Here's Hamel, left side. She'll take the baseline three and bang it home. 9-6 on the Megan Hamel three. So TMP goes 2 of their first 3 field goal attempts from deep. Are able to convert as Hamel gets that one to go. And the lead cut to just 3 at 9-6 with 4:35 and counting here in this opening quarter. Inside, as once again open, is Talon Rentschler underneath. She has 5 first quarter points. It's 11-6. She was wide open as Lane got screened underneath and Rentschler was open. And now a travel called up the floor is Cassidy Yost. Call for steps. It's the 6th TMP turnover. 4:21 to go here in this first quarter. Kylie Allen will check in for TMP, replacing Cassidy Yost. So the Monarchs will go with Hamel, Baltazar, Von Lennel, Lane, and Allen, the 5 on the floor. Up the floor, right side. Smith Center will go with Ashlyn Long. Drives, cut off, kicks it left baseline. Raby will take the rainbow 3. Skipped off at a backside rebound down to J.C. Von Lennel for TMP. Von Little was working against some pressure in the backcourt. Gets it to Hamel, right back to Von Little. Up the floor, right side. Baltazar won't shoot the long 3. Instead, will take the 2 and rattle it home. She got that defender to go right by her, and it's an 11-8 Smith Center lead on the jumper for Sophia Baltazar. She got that one to go. Her first field goal of the contest for TMP. Baltazar, the only one in double figures in that loss to Trigo. In overtime on Tuesday, she finished with 11 for the Lady Monarchs. Right side in for Long, or rather it's Kattenberg, and she has 4. Kattenberg was open off a screen, and it's 13-8. Monarchs break the pressure. They've got numbers. Up the floor, Allen fights Baltazar. Back to Kylie. The Allen layup is good as it rattled around. 13-10. So Monarchs run the fast break to perfection that time. Allen gave it up, got it back. She has 5 in this first quarter. Left side for Raby. Now they go to the Rentschler at the high post. Gets banged into her. She turned right into Baltazar and nearly lost it. As it's Kattenberg who corralled it, and then Kattenberg lost it out of bounds on that right side on a dribble. It's the 3rd Smith Center turnover with 3:09 to go here in this first quarter. Monarchs trailed 9-3 to start this ball game, but have chipped their way back into it. And now have the basketball, and they throw it away. Rentschler stole it. It's the 7th TMP turnover. Into the front court, Raby working against Allen. Now they'll swing it left side. Wide open, it's Raby. She'll take the jumper, missed it. Long rebound out to Baltazar, who's fouled on a reach. Kattenberg called for the foul. Baltazar did a good job to check out all the way out near that 3-point line at the top of the key and gets the rebound. 2:49 to go first quarter. TMP trails by 3 at 13-11, or 13-10 rather. Left side baseline, Allen with it. Kylie, couple of dribbles, surveys a defense with 2:40 to go first quarter. We'll give it to Hamel. Now flashing to the top of the free throw line is Lane. Diagonal pass left side. It's another 3 for Allen. This one off the front of the iron. Short, but got her own rebound. Another chance for TMP. Hamel gives it up. Allen will take another one. This time it's the left side, and she drains it. 13 all as Kylie Allen gets her own miss on an offensive rebound and sticks with it and gets that 3 to go. And then on the other end, Lane will block a shot taken away by TMP. Monarchs can take the lead here on this field goal. Up the floor, Hamel's open. She'll take the kick out 3 and swish it home. Back-to-back threes for TMP. They lead 16-13 as Megan Hamel buries this one as we get a center timeout with 2:04 to go in this first quarter. The Lady Monarchs have taken a 3-point lead on back-to-back three-pointers. They've scored 8 in a row to take a 3-point lead at 16-13. Megan Hamel with 5. Make it now 6 here in this opening quarter on a couple of three-pointers. Kylie Allen's got 2 threes in the game as well, as she has 8 in the contest. Baltazar with the other 2 for TMP. So a great start for the Lady Monarchs. The center took that timeout with 2:04 to play. There the opening quarter. Monarchs out of the timeout. Scored the last 8 thanks to an Allen 3 and a Hamel 3. Allen had a field goal in there as well. Nearly traveling with it, and in fact does travel with it, Dakota Kattenberg. That'll be the 4th Lady Red turnover, and she will instantly be subbed out, and into the ball game comes Gracie Parsons, a 5'8" sophomore for the first time. TMP with Von Little, Baltazar, Hamel, Lane, and Kylie Allen, the 5 on the floor against that zone. So swing it around the perimeter with a minute 45 to go first quarter. Right side, Von Little. JC will drive in with a little crossover. Got hit on the layup, missed it. There's Lane down with a rebound. She can't quite get it to go off the glass, and then it's fouled underneath, trying to go back up. She hit the deck hard, but got held back up. Good job by the Monarchs to be aggressive on the glass. Von Little got fouled. They called it on Rinchler. It's on her. It's on the floor. It's her first, and TMP gets it inside, and the layup is good for JC Von Little. So TMP able to get it inside, and now they lead 18-13 on the JC Von Little bucket. Rinchler on the other end can't answer as it skips off. Kylie Allen down with a rebound. She will look to bring it up this near sideline. Now cross it over the timeline. She'll play it right side with a minute 15 to go in the first quarter. Baltazar gets it back. Now Von Little with it. JC a couple of dribbles. Finds Sophia with it over the top. It's Allen. She won't shoot it. Good closeout. Left side is Hamel. Hamel directing traffic. Right-handed dribble as they swing it right side. Allen has it on the right baseline this time. With under a minute to go first quarter. TMP's lead is 5. High post for Lane. Turns into a double team. Kicks it right side. Baltazar will take the 3. This will skip off. But JC Von Little, the backside rebound. Her hook shot is no good. Then Lane knocks it out of bounds. Emily was battling inside. Thought like maybe she got held, but they will say it's off of Lane, and it will be Swiss Center Lady Red basketball. Allen checks out. Cassidy Yost returns to the TMP lineup with 46 seconds to go in this first quarter. A little already with a couple of rebounds. Has back-to-back double-figure rebounding games here for TMP. Right side, Smith Center will get it to Raby. Raby's going to drive. Now kicking for Ashlyn Long, who swishes home a 3-pointer. 18-16 as Ashlyn Long was able to swish home that 3. Her first field goal of the contest. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. TMP leads 18-16. Monarchs trail by 6 to open the game. High post to go for Lane. Gets it for Hamel. Hamel had to track it down left side, nearly lost it. Got it back with 9. Out of Von Little. Right side, Baltazar. Dumps it for Yost. Cassidy kicks it back out. Here's a Baltazar rainbow 3. Can't bank it home. Rebound tipped around. Lane will track it down in the corner, but won't get a shot off as we head now to the second quarter. TMP on top by 2 at 18-16 on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Next Tech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Next Tech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K. Long, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
TMP Lady Monarchs trailed by as many as 6 to open up the ball game. Trailed, in fact, 9-3 to open the ball game, but were able to come back and at one point scored 10 in a row, take a 5-point lead at 18-13, lead 18-16. So we head to the second quarter. Lady Monarchs in those road blues, shooting down to our right with Lane out near that left wing. Out the baseline for Von Little. Von Little, one dribble, goes to the short corner for Yost. She'll get it right back to Von Little as they swing it right side for Lane. Out the baseline, Baltazar. Lane was trying to cut and post up in that low block area, but they couldn't find her. Hamel, right side. She'll lob it over the top for Emily Lane. Lane is going to hold it for a couple of seconds and then give it off to Von Little. JC had it knocked away, fight for it on the floor, and we're going to get a held ball. As Cameron Hutchinson reached in and took it away. It's already the 8th TMP turnover. Hutchinson just took it away from Von Little. Monarchs were kind of lackadaisical that time a little bit with the basketball. 7:20 to go, first quarter, 18-16. TMP leads by 2. Here's a ball deflected and stolen by Hamel. Megan up the front court, right side. Wraparound pass to the left side for Baltazar, who can't finish. Ball's on the deck. Fight for it. Hamel will have it. And then we get a tie up, and the arrow keeps it with TMP. Megan with a wraparound pass, but the layup was off the mark, but still able to get that steal, and then the held ball will keep it with TMP. Lady Monarchs lead by 2 at 18-16, 7:07 to play here in this first half. Von Little hands it for Hamel. Now right back to JC Von Little here on this right side. Baltazar, one dribble to Lane. Lift it left side with 7 minutes to go here in this opening half. TMP leads by 2 at 18-16. Lane, kicks it for Hamel. Now left side, Baltazar. Won't shoot the 3. Good closeout by Smith Center. TMP will get it out to Hamel on that volleyball line. Gave it up, then got it back. With 6:40 to go here in this first half. They go to the short corner for Yost. Falling out of bounds, had to save it, and then was out of bounds after a deflection. Tried to come back and grab it, and it's another TMP turnover. They've turned it over 9 times now in this opening half. They've turned it over 7 times in the first quarter. Dakota Kattenberg will return to the lineup for Smith Center. TMP brings Allen back into the game. She'll replace Sophia Baltazar. Smith Center with it right side. Raby will take the 3. It's too strong off the heel, and Yost rips down her second rebound here of this first half. Hamel will race into the front court, stop at the free throw line, put up the jumper, too strong, but Von Little down with a rebound. She'll go back up with the hook shot and score it. Von Little with her 3rd rebound, 2nd field goal now, has 4 in the contest. TMP's lead grows back to 4 at 20-16. Von Little for TMP has the last 4, and it's 20-16. Monarchs lead by 4. And on the other end, Rinchler hits the 8-foot jumper. 7 in the game for Talon Rinchler, 20-18. She just came across the lane and was open. Monarchs get it to Lane. Tried to go up and under, and is fouled on the inside by Ashlyn Long. Be the first on Long on this right low block. Emily Lane will shoot a couple of free throws. It's the 3rd team foul on the Lady Red. And the first Emily Lane free throw is good. It's the first point of the game for Lane. 21-18. TMP with the lead. Lane's second free throw, halfway down, off the glass, and it fell back in. So she makes both free throws, and it's 22-18. TMP again leads by 4. Smith Center with Cameron Hutchinson, the freshman, plays it right side for Raby. Now Hutchinson. So they work to the right wing. High post Rinchler. Dribbles into a double team. Now kicks it out. 3-pointer Raby is good. She knocked down the 3 to make it 22-21. She knocked down that 3-pointer. And TMP nearly turns it over as Allen does turn it over. I say she traveled with it on the baseline. So the Monarchs will give it right back. Raby has 7 in the contest, by the way. That's already the 10th TMP turnover. Here in this first quarter, or first now half of action. A pass left side, Rinchler. She'll kick it for Raby. Another 3 is good. Raby drills another one. She's got 10, and just like that, Smith Center leads by 2 again at 24-22, and the Monarchs turn it over up the floor. Raby's knocked down back-to-back 3-pointers. And that's allowed the Smith Center Lady Red to take the lead at 24-22. TMP has 11 now turnovers in the contest. Monarchs will bring Kylie Allen back into the contest. Here's Hutchinson on a pass, missed the layup, but just wouldn't stay down as it rimmed off, and the rebound down to Megan Hamel for TMP. She looks to push up the floor, left side. Kylie Allen, who just checked back in for TMP, has it. She'll dribble it out to the left wing from the baseline, give it up, now get it back, out of Von Little. So they play catch on that left wing against this zone from Smith Center. Monarchs pass too tall inside for Emily Lane. Baltazar had the right idea. Emily had a little bit of space, but it's already the 12th turnover. And now we're going to get a substitution as Baltazar will check out. Cassidy Yost is going to come in for her. And now she needs to tie her shoe with 4:42 to go in this first quarter. Monarchs turned it over 7 times in the first quarter. We have 4:42 to go here in the second quarter. And they already have 6. It's actually 5 turnovers here in this second quarter. Rentschler, top of the key. Now they go right side for Long, draws a double team. Rentschler's going to take a kick out 3. This is too strong off the heel, and then it hit the rim on the way back down and into the hands of Cameron Hutchinson, who will score. So a break there for the Lady Red on the missed 3, and TMP nearly turned it over again as Rentschler knocked this long pass out of bounds. Hutchinson was the beneficiary of a ball that deflected right to her, and they lead by 4 at 26-22. 4:20 to play here in this first half. Hamel keyed it into Von Little. Gave it up, now gets it back. Hamel will get it again, take the 3, too strong, and Von Little rips down another rebound. JC already has 4 rebounds here in this first half, and now getting inside and getting fouled is Yost on the right side. So Cassidy Yost will head to the free throw line. It'll be on Rentschler, that'll be her second. It's the 4th on Smith Center, just a 1 so far for TMP as Yost is short on the free throw. Cassidy had a 66% free throw shooter, but misses that one. And the second one rattles around and it will fall. Cassidy gets her first point of the game. 26-23, TMP on the Cassidy Yost free throw, back within 3 with 4 minutes to go here in this first half. Down here to the left side, Kattenberg looking at the defense over the top for Hutchinson. Now to Raby on that baseline. Raby will drive, kick it out right side. So they get it for Ashlyn Long. Now to Hutchinson. Goes right back inside, and we're going to get a blocking foul on TMP's Emily Lane. Lane will pick up her second. And it is the second on TMP. Lane will have to check out as Baltazar checks in for TMP as Lane picks up her second. It's a big foul with 3:44 to go here in this first half. Monarchs select to sub Lane out of the contest. Rentschler for Smith Center, who has 2, stays in. Here's a near steal by Hamel. As Rentschler gets it, finds Raby underneath, who short-armed it. Then the rebound on the deck taken away by Smith Center, and they're going to call a hold underneath on TMP. They say Kylie Allen was called for the hold. That ball hit the deck, and TMP had a chance at a rebound, but just left it there. Raby on the inbound, left side will drive in, have it knocked away. Rentschler goes up and over the top of Von Little to take the rebound away and follows it home. Talon Rentschler has 9 now in the contest as TMP will get it to Yost inside. She missed it. Rebound fought for and taken out of there by Ashlyn Long. It's 28-23 in favor of the Smith Center Lady Red as TMP will get it back on the defensive end and another TMP foul. It's going to be the second, I believe, on JC Von Little. She just picked one up here a moment ago on a hold on the rebound. That's just the first. They called it on Kylie Allen. So it's actually the first on Von Little. And Ashlyn Long's free throw is good. Long has 4 in the game, knocked down a 3 in that first quarter. 29-23. Smith Center leads by 6. Second Ashlyn Long free throw is good as well. Switched them both. 30-23 on a pair of Ashlyn Long free throws, and TMP nearly turned it over again up the near sideline as Gracie Kirchhoff, the 5'7" freshman who checked in a moment ago, knocked that ball into the Smith Center sideline, and the bench down to our right. With 3:08 to go here in this first half, TMP trails by 7 at 30-23. Monarchs get it in for Baltazar, who gave it up to Hamel. Allen now dribbles away from Hutchinson, finds Baltazar with it. Sophia can't shoot it on a good closeout. Will drive, kick it back for Allen. Now right side for Von Little. She draws the double team. Kirchhoff playing pretty good defense at the top of that zone. Abel will put it on the deck. Left side, here's a kick out for Allen Long, 2. It'll rim off. Ashlyn Long down with a rebound. And then stolen in the backcourt. Von Little came away with it. The left-handed layup is good. 30-25 as J.C. Von Little came away with the loose basketball. And then Yost knocks the post-entry pass away, but was standing out of bounds when she touched it, tried to save it in bounds, and it will stay with the Lady Red. So a break for Smith Center with 2:28 to go here in this first half. 30-25. TMP trails by 5. Post-entry pass inside. Kattenberg has it partially deflected from behind by Yost. And then we get a late foul on a rebound. They call a hold on Smith Center as Von Little came away with that loose basketball. Kattenberg will get called for a second. Kattenberg was open underneath, but it was deflected from behind by TMP. I think Yost got a piece of that one. Gracie Parsons will replace Kattenberg, who picked up her second. 2:20 to go here in this first half. Smith Center leads by 5 at 30-25, led by 6 to start the game at 9-3. Monarchs with Hamel, dumps into the high post for Yost. She'll take the jumper off to the right side, and Ashlyn Long has her 4th rebound of the contest. Long will get it to Hutchinson up that right side. Hutchinson rifles it inside as Rentschler got posted up on Hamel, and she turns and scores. Rentschler has 11 already in the contest, and it's 32-25. So Rentschler able to score it. Meanwhile, TMP trying to get it to Von Little inside. Hamel's pass is caught by Von Little on that left side, and she lays it home. That was a tough catch for JC Von Little, who scores. JC has now 8 in the contest on 4 field goals. 32-27 with 1:35 to go. Jumper off the mark, and the rebound down to Hutchinson, and she'll bank it home. 4 in the game for Hutchinson. As Cameron Hutchinson gets that bucket to go, it's 34-27. With 1:18 to play here in this first half in favor of the Lady Red. Monarchs had a chance. That ball was on the deck, but it was picked up by Hutchinson on the offensive rebound. Left side, Allen with it, has it on the baseline. One dribble, now finds Baltazar. Sophia with 1:05 to go here in this opening half. We'll get it right side for Yost. Von Little's trying to post up inside. Now with under a minute to go here in this opening half of basketball. TMP with Baltazar. Sophia drives, bounce pass thrown away. Long took it away. It's the 13th TMP turnover up the floor. Hamel knocked that shot away from Kirchhoff on the way up, and it stays with the Smith Center Lady Red. Job by making a Hamel to knock that one on the way up. With 44 seconds to go here in this opening half. Rentschler, who played much of the second quarter with 2 fouls, got to check out of the contest, and then Smith Center throws it away on the inbound. So a break for TMP. It's the 7th Smith Center turnover. TMP already has 13 here in this first half. 40 seconds to go in the half. TMP trails by 7. This is their largest deficit of the game at 34-27. Left side for Yost with 30 seconds to play in this first half. Monarchs may hold for the final shot with Allen with it on that left baseline. Baltazar will kick it right side for Yost. Cassidy, one hard dribble, then kicks it back out for Baltazar. Now back to Cassidy. They'll go to short corner right side for Allen with 15. Monarchs trail 34-27. Going to hold for the final shot here this first half. Hamel marks out the play near the timeline. Drives, finds Yost with it, and she traveled with it. Baltazar knocked down the 3 after the travel. It's already turnover number 14 for TMP in this first half. It comes with 4.5 seconds to go in this second quarter. Pass over the top for Smith Center. They get it to Raby across the timeline. Raby drives. She'll pull up for 3 and left it short, and that's how the first half comes to an end. TMP trails by 7 at 34-27. We head to the halftime break on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Nextech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Nextech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications. When you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K-Lawn, Kirk Maska and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor. The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount Siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements. Adams, Brown, Barron, and Ball. Your trusted advisors providing you with commitment, experience, and integrity. Hertz Rent-A-Car. Bigger vehicle for a family trip or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for the next business trip? Book with Hertz Rent-A-Car on 8th Street in Hayes. Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal and RM Custom Metals. When it hails, when it pours, one thing's for sure, Roof Masters is who you're looking for.
The Smith Center Lady Red have their largest lead of the contest as they lead 34-27 here at the break. They trailed TMP 22-18, but would answer on a 12-1 run to lead 30-23, and now lead 34-27 as we welcome you back here into Smith Center High School on our halftime show, which is brought to you by Eagle Radio's digital marketing. Smith Center would open the game outscoring, TMP would actually take a 3-0 lead on a Kylie Allen 3, but then Smith Center would answer with 9 straight, lead 9-3. Monarchs trailed by 5 and then chipped away at it after they were down 5 two different times, in fact, at 11-6 and 13-8. TMP would go on a 10-0 run and lead at that point by 5 at 18-13. A 3 by Smith Center toward the end of that first quarter, would cut the deficit to 2 at 18-16. TMP led at 20-18 and then led 22-18 before Smith Center would answer on that 12-1 run and go from down 4 to up by 7 at that point. Led at one point by 7 again at 32-25, and again here at 34-27. So again, Smith Center uses that big second quarter run. TMP turns it over 14 times in the first half. It's a big part of the reason why TMP trails here at the break. 34-27. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back with some more of our halftime numbers here at the halftime show. Brought to you by Eagle Radio's digital marketing on the Monarch Sports Network, powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor. The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount Siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements. Contact Shelter.
Here at halftime, 34-27, as we welcome you back into our halftime show, brought to you by Eagle Radio's digital marketing. Let's go ahead and run through some of the individual scoring in the contest. First, we start with the TMP Lady Monarchs, who are led by J.C. Von Linnell with 8. go along with her 4 rebounds in the contest. Emily Lane with 2. Sophia Baltazar with 2. Megan Hamel on a couple of first quarter threes has 6. And Kylie Allen has 8 as well. She knocked down a 3. All 8 of those points came in that opening quarter. Meanwhile, for the Smith Center Lady Red, they're led by Talon Richler, who has a game-high 11. She scored in double figures now in all 15 games for the Smith Center Lady Red. Bailey Rabby finishes with 10 in the first half. Dakota Kattenberg had 4. 5 for Ashlyn Long. And 4 from Cameron Hutchinson in that first half as well. Team numbers for you. TMP turns it over 14 times in that opening half. 7 in each quarter for TMP. So they really struggled with the turnovers there in that first half. Monarchs end up shooting 10 for 27 from the floor for 37%. They made 4 of their first 5 threes, but finished just 4 of 8 for 50%. Smith Center Lady Red in that first half make 13 of 39 from the floor for 33%. They make 3 of 8 from 3 for 38%. Quickly, that first half, Smith Center goes 3 of 3 at the free throw line. While in that first half, TMP goes 3 of 4 at the stripe there in that first half. Again, TMP trails by 7 at 38-20 or 34-27 as we head to our final break here, the halftime show. We're back with the second half after this on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor, The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements.
At halftime, the TMP Lady Monarchs trail the Smith Center Lady Red 34-27. We welcome you back on our halftime show brought to you by Eagle Radio's digital marketing. Quick scoreboard update from Hayes High sees Dodge City lead Hayes High 24-9 at halftime. Goodland and Holcomb girls action through 1. We're tied at 10. Try to get you some more scores as we move along here from Smith Center. For business polos and team gear, your first choice should be Phase 2 screen printing and embroidery. No minimum order, plus quick turnaround time. Phase 2 screen printing and embroidery just off Vine on 22nd Street next to Big D's Rental in Hayes. Monarchs down by their largest margin of the contest, now trailing here at 7. So it's actually their third different time they've trailed by 7 here at the end there of that first half. Out of the timeouts, Smith Center shooting down to our right will have the basketball, and those home white uniforms leading by 7 at 34-27. At the top of the key for Ashlyn Long, right side for Hutchinson. Hutchinson finds Rentschler coming across the lane, and her and Emily Lane bang into each other. TMP got the turnover, but then they turned it right back over as inside Hutchinson is able to clean up a miss by Rentschler and scores inside. TMP had stolen the basketball as Emily Lane came away with it, and now here's another near turnover as Rentschler goes tumbling out of bounds and lost it. Emily Lane will get it. She'll drive inside, leave it left side, and the layup good for Kylie Allen. TMP gets a break. It's 36-29. After that bucket on the inside for TMP, they nearly, it's Kylie Allen, by the way, now in a double figures with 10. They nearly, after Hutchinson scored her 6-point, turned it over again as Rentschler falling down, was able to save it, but fortunately for TMP, Emily Lane was right there. There's another pass knocked away from Rentschler inside by Emily Lane. Lane's being aggressive. Those 2 fouls for TMP, that's huge inside as they try and contain Rentschler. Rentschler also had 2 fouls in the first half, but was able to avoid picking up her third. TMP again trails by 7 at 36-29. Left side, Raby will take the 3, left it short. Kylie Allen comes down with a rebound. She'll push it up the floor. Kylie crosses over, goes inside with some contact, no call. So it goes out of bounds, and it will stay with TMP. Monarchs keep it after the deflection. They lob it over the top for Lane. She'll slide in and have it rim off. Kept it alive, though, into the hands of Kylie Allen and then taken away by Hutchinson. Lane did a pretty good job to tip it out for TMP, but Smith Center gets it back on the Grayson Hutchinson, or rather the Cameron Hutchinson bucket or rebound. And here's a shot that's missed out of bounds by Smith Center, but they say off of TMP. And it will stay with the Lady Red. 6:34 to go, third quarter. 36-29, Swiss Center with the lead. Ashlyn Long will get a pass right side. Drive in, got all the way to the bucket and scores it. 38-29 rather, as Ashlyn Long scores her second field goal. She has 7 of the game. 6:20 to go, third quarter. TMP trailing 38-29. There's a pass over the top. Baltazar gives it to Yost, right side. Lane with a good screen inside as she got great position. Missed it, but Kylie Allen wrestles it away from the defender and scores. Kylie with 12, 38-31. Allen scored the last 4. She just wrestled that one away from the defender inside and got it to go. She's able to fight for that one, and Allen really is giving TMP a lift as Monarchs within 7 again at 38-31. Oh, thanks in large part to 4 straight for Allen. Right side pass. Long draws a double team. They kick it out for Kattenberger. 3 is short. Cassidy Yost further down with the rebound. And now looking to push up the floor is Smith Center. The Lady Red, or rather TMP, is a nearly get a turnover on a deflection, and they would say it is off of TMP. It's off of Emily Lane. So that was knocked off of, they say, TMP. And so we'll go back to the Smith Center Lady Red. That'll be the 16th TMP turnovers. JC Von Little checked in here in this third quarter. 38-31, 5:15 to go in this third quarter. Smith Center has the lead. Hutchinson over the top, left side, Raby. Raby drives, got to the lane, and misses the floater too strong. Rebound out to Von Little, who has 5 rebounds in the contest. So they push it up the floor. JC's open. She'll fire the left side 3. It's in and out, and then it falls back in. Von Little knocks down the 3, 38-34. As Von Little able to get that 3 for TMP. She's into double figures with 11 as she rattled that one home. TMP back within 4, 38-34. Smith Center throws it away on the other end. So the Monarchs will get it back. It's just the 8th Smith Center turnover. Comes with 4:44 to go in the third quarter. Coach Nick Lynn wants a timeout. The Smith Center Lady Red will talk things over. TMP Athletics brought to you in part by Next Tech, Midwest Energy, Gibbs Auto Supply, Steel Fabrications, and Heartland Building Center. 38-34. TMP back within 4. Monarchs trailed by 9 early in this third quarter at 36-27. The Monarch Sports Network is powered by Herman Physical Therapy. They will get you back in the game fast after injury, offering dry needling and deep tissue laser therapy to speed up the healing process with free consultation. You see your same PT every visit. Herman Physical Therapy, they love helping people. And don't forget to check them out on Facebook. Out of the timeout, TMP with Von Little, Lane, Allen, Hamel, and Baltazar, the 5 on the floor. They'll have the basketball. Shooting down to our left here at the Smith Center Gymnasium with 4:40 to go in this third quarter. Monarchs against a little trap from Smith Center, able to get it across the timeline, and Hamel had Von Linnell, then gave it up. Now JCE will have it on that right baseline. Nearly lost it, gets it back. They go to the high post for Lane. She'll turn and have it knocked away, but gets it back. She'll take the long 2 after she was left wide open, and Lane knocks it down. 38-36. Emily Lane with her first field goal, and it comes here in this third quarter with 4:15 and counting in the third quarter. Now driving in and getting stopped is Kattenberg, and then she gets tied up from behind, and they're going to call a foul on TMP from behind. So the foul will be on TMP's Sophia Baltazar. Looks like she got a lot of the basketball. The official says that that's a foul. So Kattenberg will shoot 2. She's a 55% free throw shooter. And the first one rattles home. 39-36. Puts it into a 7-0 TMP run. Kattenberg with 5 in the contest. And the second one too strong. Rebound down to Ashlyn Long, but they say held ball, and TMP will get the arrows. Long on the held ball, gets tied up. Nobody really did a good job of boxing out for the Monarchs. Break there. Down by 3 again with 4:05 to go in this third quarter. 39-36. Smith Center again, that 2-3 zone. Here's a drive, and Von Linnell got tied up, and it's taken away on the TMP turnover. All sorts of contact as she was trying to drive and then get that pass off. It's a 17th turnover. Left side, Kattenberg was open. They'll dump it to Rentschler, kick it back out to Kattenberg. Hutchinson, ball above her head, finds Rentschler into the lane, bobbled it, kicks it right side. Driving is Raby on the pick and roll. She'll fire the shot too strong. Rebound on the deck, picked up by Von Linnell for TMP. It's the 6th Von Linnell rebound. Up the floor, left side, catch. Tough catch there by Kylie Allen. She scores it. 39-38. It's Kylie Allen with a tough catch and was able to get that layup to go. Allen makes it a 1-point game. She has 14 in the contest, and TMP's back within 1 at 39-38. 3:15 and counting here in this third quarter. Hutchinson has the ball above her head. She'll skip it left side for Raby. Raby's pass for Rentschler, caught, and the left side. She'll go and score it. Von Linnell tried to get the steal, and Rentschler was open. 41-38 as Rentschler scores. Talon Rentschler now with 13 in the contest. TMP trails again by 3 with under 3 minutes to go in the third. There's a pass knocked away inside and stolen. It's intended for Von Linnell. That pass deflected, and then on the other end, Rentschler scores it. 15 for Rentschler. TMP turns it over. Rentschler turns it right into points. 43-38. Every time you think the Monarchs are going to close that deficit, Smith Center goes on a little run. They post up Lane inside. Left low block goes up, missed the layup. Got her own rebound. Falls down, and they're going to call a hold on the inside on Smith Center. This may be on Rentschler battling with Lane inside. It is. That's the third on Talon Rentschler's. Monarchs' Emily Lane was falling down. The reason she was falling down is because she was getting held, says the official. 2:33 to go in the third. TMP trails by 5 again at 43-38. Here's an inbounds pass. Lane will score. She just forced it up on that left side. 43-40. Emily Lane with her second field goal of the half. She has 6, and they're back within 3 at 43-40. 2:20 to go here in this third quarter. Monarchs switching it up, going to a zone defense now. Yost checked in at that last dead ball. Raby's open, left side. She'll fire the 3, left it well. Short ball's on the deck. Lane tried to save it right in the hands of Raby, who's going to go up and get fouled. So foul coming on TMP. They give up an offensive rebound in the zone. They call it on Cassidy Yost inside. It's the first for Yost. It's a second on TMP, and free throws for Raby. And rattles off the free throw. She had 10 in the first half. Has not scored. TMP with 2:08 to go in the third. Trails by 3. Second free throw, too strong. Rentschler down with a rebound. She'll go up, can't bank it home over Lane. And Cassidy Yost down with her 4th rebound. Rentschler was able to get that rebound. Now the Monarchs push up the floor. All sorts of contact. Lane was getting held when she shot that ball. They missed it. Here's a right side kick out 3 that is rattling home for Hamel. We're tied at 43. Megan Hamel off an offensive rebound, and then JC Von Linnell stole the inbounds. She'll go in and draw the foul on Rentschler. That's a huge play. They get the 3 for Megan Hamel. That ties this ball game at 43. And then they get the foul on Rentschler after Von Linnell had stolen that basketball in the inbounds. Hamel has 9 on 3 threes, and that's the 4th on Rentschler. Von Linnell will shoot 2, after the forced turnover and the foul, and the free throw is short. So Rentschler's going to have to check out. That's a big foul. It comes with 1:46 to play here in this third quarter. A gamble in the first half. And Von Little will make one of two. 44-43. J.C. Von Little converts on one of two. Von Little with 12 in the contest. TMP's lead is 1 with 1:40 to go here in the third quarter. Hamel's 3 tied it. And then that free throw by Von Little after she stole the inbounds pass sets TMP to lead by 1. Right side, Von Little deflects another pass on the baseline. Parsons will drive inside, and they call a bump on Von Little. It'll be the third on TMP of the second half. It'll also be the third on Von Little. 44-43. Oh, that's only the second on Von Little. So just the second on Von Little. There's a pass over the top, knocked away by Lane. Emily will steal it. Emily's got a wide open path to the bucket. The left-hand layup crawls home. 45 to make it 46-43. Emily Lane with the steal and the layup. Lane has 8 in the contest. Kattenberg trying to post up inside, has it partially deflected, fight for the rebound inside, and the held ball keeps it with the Smith Center Lady Red. So break for Smith Center. TMP leads by 3 at 46-43 on that Emily Lane steal and layup. Monarchs on the defensive end, leading by 3 at 46-43. Smith Center to key it in with Kattenberg, and it's a 5-second call. That's the 11th Smith Center Lady Red turnover with 1:11 to go in this third quarter. Monarchs with the basketball, leading by 3 at 46-43. Von Little has it here on the left baseline. Now to Lane with it. Draws a double team. Over the top for Hamel. She wasn't ready to shoot it. Maybe going to drop that one in. And now we're going to get an offensive foul called on the inside on Emily Lane. So she moved the defender out of the way. So that foul on Lane will be her third. It's the 19th TMP turnover. Allen will check in for TMP. She'll replace Lane. So Monarchs will go with Hamel, Kylie Allen, Yost, along with Baltazar and Von Little. With 50 seconds to go, third quarter. Hutchinson picked up her dribble. Now to Kattenberg. Kattenberg right side for Long. Ashlyn Long dribbles, draws a double team, and threw it away off the hand of Von Little. Or rather off the hand of a Smith Center Lady Red. A good job by Von Little and company to pick up the defensive pressure. Hamel helped double team and force that turnover. It was off the hand of Kattenberg. Either way, it's a turnover. 30 seconds to play here in this third quarter. TMP leads by 3 at 46-43. And against this 2-3 zone, Monarchs look to maybe hold for the final shot. Hamel out near the midcourt line with Baltazar as they play catch with 20 seconds to go now in the third quarter. Monarchs lead is 46-43. Now the direct traffic. Hamel takes it left side for Allen. Now to Baltazar with it. Peeks at the clock with 10. She'll go to the baseline right side as they post up. Here's a kick out. It's Baltazar for 3. That'll rim off. Fight for the rebound. And we're going to get a foul called on TMP on the inside. 2.3 seconds to go. Here in the third quarter, it's Yost. It's the second on Cassidy Yost. That one just crawled off. Couldn't quite get it to convert. And now with 2.3 seconds to go in the third quarter, here's a pass that is inbounds for Raby. Raby up the floor. They don't get a shot off, and we head to the fourth quarter. TMP leads by 3 at 46-43 on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Next Tech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Next Tech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K. Long, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
TMP trailed is by 9 to start that third quarter. But the Lady Monarchs were able to answer. So they would take a lead at the end of the quarter. Thanks to that J.C. Von Little free throw that made it 44-43. That was after a Megan Hamel 3 tied this ball game at 43. And then Lane with that layup to make it 46-43. So the Monarchs lead by 3 here at 46-43. Monarchs with the ball shooting down to our left with Hamel. Out there with Baltazar, thought about a 3. Sophia's going to drive to the free throw line, take the jumper, and it'll skip off left side, and Kattenberg comes down with the rebound. Pretty good look to start the quarter. Up the floor runs Raby. Now to Hutchison, goes right back to Raby. She's going to tee up a 3. Left it well short, rebound on the deck. Picked up on the inside by Ashlyn Long, who has 5 rebounds in this contest. Left side, they go to Parsons. Gracie Parsons will dribble in, can't bank it home. Fights for her own rebound as she hit the deck. Now Hutchinson has it blocked by Von Little. She'll take it away. Long outlet pass up the floor as Hamel will go in all by herself. Missed the layup, and then the rebound tipped out of bounds. They say last touched by the Smith Center Lady Reds. So the Monarchs get a break as they miss a wide open layup on the inside following that block shot by Von Little. And again, TMP will get a break as they will keep possession of the basketball. Had a wide open layup, but they have really struggled with some short shots inside. Lane, who's back in there for TMP, slides in and banks it home. 48-43, Emily Lane's got 4 straight for TMP as Lane's into double figures with 10. And TMP with 7 minutes to go. Here in this fourth quarter, leads by 5 at 48-43. Here's a pass stolen by Von Little. Von Little, long baseball pass up the floor to Hamel, left side. Megan will go in and score it. 50-43, TMP now leads by 7 as Megan Hamel is able to get that layup to go. She's into double figures with 11. Great pass by Von Little on the baseball pass up the floor, and Hamel doesn't miss this time. A 6.5 to go here in this fourth quarter. Parsons drives, cut off right side, long, bobbled it, lost it out of bounds. That's the 14th turnover for the Smith Center Lady Red, and Coach Nick Lynn and company can't wait any longer. They have to bring Talon Rinchler back in with her 4th foul. She did a great job there in that second quarter of not picking up any fouls. She's playing with 4, so they know it's 6:15 now and counting here in this fourth quarter. TMP leading 50-43. They need their leading scorer out there. So Monarchs look at that 2-3 zone. Backside pass from Baltazar, finds a wide open Yost, who will score inside. 3 for Cassidy Yost, 52-53. Monarchs lead now by 9 on the bucket for Cassidy Yost. She was open on the backside of that zone, and that was a perfectly placed pass with 5:50 to go here in this fourth quarter. Over the top, Long has it left side. She'll drive, cut off, get it dumped inside, but the shot off the mark by Kirchhoff, and the rebound down to J.C. Von Little, who has 8 rebounds in the contest. She'll race up the floor, parachute pass right side over the top for Hamel, gets it back to Von Little. On a bounce pass now right side to Hamel against that zone. 5:30 to play here in this fourth quarter. TMP's lead is 9. High post Baltazar. Sophia will slide just inside the free throw line and bury it. 54-43. Largest lead of the ball game for either team now, as TMP's lead is 11 on the Sophia Baltazar jumper. Timeout taken by the Smith Center Lady Red. Coach Nick Lynn and company need a timeout as the Monarchs lead by 11 at 54-43. Monarchs, after they trailed 43-38, have taken a 54-43 lead. Gotta give the Monarchs a lot of credit. They had really struggled for quite a while into this contest, but have really found a little bit of rhythm here in this second half, especially there towards the end of that third quarter. It was 43-38. TMP on a 16-0 run. With 5:14 to play here in this fourth quarter. Monarch Athletics brought to you in part by Discount Siding, Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker, Field Abstract and Title Company, and High Plains Roofing. Out of the timeouts, shooting down to our right to Smith Center. As they take the timeout, they'll have possession of the basketball. So they'll key it in opposite the scores table. Out there with Kirchhoff, who checked in at that last dead ball. She gives it up as she keyed it in on the inbounds. Now gets it back. Now Raby goes to the high post. Here's a pass inside from Rentschler to, or rather, it's Tinley Rentschler. Dumps it inside for Talon Rentschler, and she scores. She has 17. 54-45. Monarchs post up Von Linnell on the other end. She'll kick it out, finds Lane. Lane's pass knocked away. Emily tried to make that extra pass, and probably at the detriment is here's a steal. Von Linnell just took it away in the backcourt and goes in and steals it. JC Von Linnell with her second steal in the backcourt that leads to a TMP field goal. She has 14 of the contest, 56-45. On the Von Linnell steal, and now here's a ball that's on the floor, taken away by Yost. Yost up the floor, Baltazar with it. She'll leave it for Hamel. Hamel for Von Linnell, missed the shot, got her own rebound and scores it. 16 in the game for JC Von Linnell, 58-45 as TMP back-to-back Von Linnell field goals. Able to take advantage of a couple of Smith Center turnovers. Raby misses a three. Fight for the rebound as four different players hit the deck. The arrow will keep it on the held ball with the Lady Red. As Kattenberg and Baltazar get tied up, and it stays with the Lady Red. TMP leads by 13 with 4:07 to play here in this fourth quarter. There's a inbounds pass that's off the glass, and scoring inside is Smith Center. They were able to get Kattenberg inside, and she scores. 58-47 with 3:50 to go. Inside again, looking for Yost. Pass knocked out of bounds. They say the last touch by Cassidy. GMP has 20 turnovers now in the contest with 3:47 to go here in this fourth quarter. 3:40 to go. Smith Center trailing 58-45. They've got the basketball. They get it to Tinley Rentschler. Finds her sister Talon inside, and she's going to draw the foul. Rentschler, the freshman, the 5'11 freshman, hasn't played at all until this fourth quarter. Hamel will be called for the foul. It's the first, and it's the sixth on TMP. So Hamel picks up her first, but the next foul will put TMP over the limit. There's a pass, and it's stolen, nearly stolen away, as then Von Linnell reached in and tried to tie up Rentschler. No call. Rebound inside, and then scoring it is Dakota Kattenberg. Kattenberg has 9. Should have been a held ball as Von Linnell got tied up. Officials don't call it, and so the bucket goes. And to shoot the free throw, and it's good. 58-48 after the free throw. It is good on the inside. Kattenberg in a double figures. 3:20 to go here in this fourth quarter. TMP leading by 10 with the basketball. 3:15 and counting. Against this zone look, Monarchs looking to stall just a little bit. Has it on the right side is Yost. Pass over the top for Hamel. Hamel over the top. She goes to Lane. Now they swing out right side for Hamel. Hamel and Baltazar on the perimeter, playing catch with it. On the left side they go for Emily Lane. Coach Nick Lynn wants to change to a man-to-man defense. So center, the Lady Red really not sure, understand what he wants on the sideline as he's trying to get them to change their defense or maybe even foul with 2:39 to go. And now here's a reach-in foul. TP leads by 10, 58-48. Gracie Kirchhoff will pick up the foul. It's just the third on Smith Center. TMP had already picked up their 7th team foul a moment ago. Baltazar in the backcourt and threw it away. Was trying to find Hamel on that right side. Coach Rose McFarland will take a timeout. It's the 21st TMP turnover, which is a new season high for the Lady Monarchs. Their previous high was the first game of the year against Life Prep, which they turned it over 20 times. Monarch Athletics brought to you in part by State Glass Company, Thomas More Prep Marion, Jeff Darrell and Linda Seibel, and Edward Jones and Hayes, and Paul Wernberger Construction. From halftime, checking in on the fellow Ellis County schools. Victoria trails Maxville at halftime, 32-25. Of course, last halftime score we had was Hayside trailing Dodge City 24-9. Lady Monarchs trailed 43-38. Well, would go on a 16-0 run to end the third quarter, begin the fourth quarter to build an 11-point lead. at 54-43, led by as many as 13 at 58-45 on back-to-back J.C. Von Linnell buckets. So the center, though, has scored 3 straight to cut the deficit back to 10 at 58-48. Monarchs just turned it over a moment ago. Out of the timeouts. Lady Red will have it as they'll bring it across the timeline with Raby. Raby, the sophomore, to Kattenberg. They'll swing it off to the right side for Tinley Rentschler. One dribble, now over the top as they go back to Kattenberg. Now hands it off to Raby with 2:10 and counting here in this fourth quarter. Left side for Talon Rentschler. Rentschler gets into the lane, little floater, goes home. 58-50 on the Talon Rentschler little runner. She has 19, and now TMP has to deal with some pressure into the backcourt from the Smith Center Lady Red. They get it across the timeline. Lane fell down, and then Yost pass is going to be tracked down, nearly a TMP turnover, as Baltazar had to track it down on the left sideline. It's a break for TMP. Good hustle by Baltazar. So now they try and, with an 8-point lead, run some offense as Yost will put it on the deck. And here's a little touch foul called against Gracie. It'd actually be Kirchhoff, so it is Gracie Kirchhoff who is called for the foul. It's just the 4th on Smith Center. Monarchs will sub Yost out of the contest. Kylie Allen comes back in. And Hamel to key it in. Lobs it over the top for Emily Lane. Lane guarded by Rentschler. Rentschler doesn't want to reach in and commit the foul. Now Lane will get a screen for Baltazar and take it out near midcourt. Emily trying to play keep away, and now they reach in, and that's the 5th on Talon Rentschler, and that's a mistake for Smith Center. Your best player just fouled out of the contest. So Rentschler will foul out with 1:24 to go in the contest, and Coach Nick Lynn did not want her to foul out, and he lets her know about it. Also because it's just the 5th team foul. So now they have to play the rest of the way without their best player, as Rentschler will check out. They bring Ashlyn Long into the contest. As Hamel to key it in. Hamel right down in front of us to the left of Coach McFarland will get it into Lane right in front of Coach Rose McFarland. Emily with 1:20. The clock ticked about 1.5 seconds off as Kirchhoff will reach in and commit the foul. That'll be her 3rd. It's the team 6. So now Coach Lynn will get a timeout with 1:19 to go. TMP's going to have to make free throws. That's what it's going to come down to, as both teams will be over the limit on the next foul. It's a full timeout. We'll keep it right here. We do owe you a station break, so let's go ahead and take a 10-second timeout for station identification. You're listening to TMP Basketball.
The Monarchs Sports Network is powered by Herman Physical Therapy on 99.5 KHAZ and HaysPost.com.
18 to go here in this fourth quarter. TMP's lead is 8, led by as many as 13 at one point at 58-45. But Smith Center has scored the last 5 to cut the deficit back to 8. TMP Athletics brought to you in part by Master Cleaners, Earthmasters Roofing and Sheet Metal, Insurance Planning, Ellis County Abstract and Title. Also brought to you by Junior Law Firm, Adams Brown, and Progressive Physical Therapy. Monarchs out of the timeouts with Baltazar, Hamel, who will key it in. Just out in front of us next to the scores table with Allen, Von Linnell, and Lane, the 5 on the floor. Hamel to key it in. And Hamel's going to lob it over the top. Von Linnell will have to track it down near that sideline, and then gets fouled by Tinley Rentschler. The freshman will pick up the foul. Monarchs having a tough time getting it in. Saw him as soon as Kylie Allen checked into the ball game. She has somebody grabbing a hold of her at that last dead ball. To shoot the 1-on-1 and making it is J.C. Von Linnell. 17 in the game for Von Linnell. 59-50. Second free throw good as well for Von Linnell. Von Linnell has 18 in the contest for TMP, and it's 60-50. Von Linnell scored the last 6 for TMP. Right side, wide open for a moment. Here's a long 2 that's off the mark for Kirchhoff. Backside rebound, and we're going to get a foul. Nope, they'll say out of bounds first. Kattenberg couldn't save it right in front of the drum set and the band over there on that far sideline. So TMP will get it back. with a minute to go now here in this fourth quarter, leading by 10 at 60-50. Hamel into the front court, hands it for Baltazar. Which Nick Lynn deciding if he's going to foul or not. Baltazar lost it as it's deflected, and TMP will keep possession of the basketball, nearly turn it over, and then a timeout taken by Coach McFarland. Smith Center wanted an over and back call, but it was deflected off of a jersey, off a chest of a Smith Center Lady Red. Coach Lynn arguing it should have been over and back, but it was deflected off of Smith Center, so it's not over and back with 46.6 seconds to go. Here in this fourth quarter, TMP, that first half trailed by 6 to open the ball game. Trailed by 7 at halftime, 34-27, but just stuck with it. Trailing by at 1.9. They were able to stick with it, rally to tie the ball game at 43. Then J.C. Von Linnell and Emily Lane scored 4 straight to end the third quarter. Monarchs then would open the fourth quarter on an 8-0 run. Here's a pass over the top for Lane. Lane working against Ashlyn Long, and she'll reach in and commit the foul. It'll be the second on Ashlyn Long, and to the free throw line for the second time is Emily Lane. Just the 8th foul on Smith Center. Final from Hayes High tonight. Dodge City beats Hayes High 52-26. First Lane free throw, rattles home. Lane with 11 in the contest. 8th double-figure scoring game of the season for Emily Lane. And she makes them both. 62-50 on a pair of Emily Lane free throws. Lane with 12 in the game. Right side, here's a wild three. It's off the mark by Kirchhoff. Backside rebound down to Kylie Allen. Allen will race through a double team right side, find Hamel, and they get a foul on Smith Center. Good hustle by Kylie Allen on that rebound, and then outran everybody up the floor and was able to draw the foul. Hamel will go to the line and shoot a 1-on-1. That's the 4th on Gracie Kirchhoff, and she will check out. Hamel's first free throw rattles home. 63-50. Hamel with 12 in the game, and she'll get one more free throw. And it's off the mark. Rebound cleared out of there by Ashlyn Long, who's got 6. 30 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. TMP leads by 13 again at 63-50. Right side, Parsons cut off, kicks it for Long. Long over the top for Raby. Raby can't shoot the 3, good defense. Here's a little runner by her, left it short. Baltazar down with a rebound, and then they call a tie-up. Haven't called a tie-up all game long, or very rarely have they called a tie-up. That time, Baltazar, who had a clean rebound, had to fight off somebody hanging on her arm. The arrow will belong to TMP. 16 seconds to go, fourth quarter. Monarchs lead by 13 as Hamel will get it into Baltazar, who was shoved immediately by Kattenberg. And now to shoot 2 is Baltazar. TMP leads by 13. Try to move to 5-1 in the Mid-Continent League. You're hoping to stay in the same area of Phillipsburg, who's unbeaten. And the free throw is short. First trip to the line for Sophia, an 82% free throw shooter, but was short on that one. Second one on the way and good. Makes 1 of 2. 5 in the contest for her. 64-50. Baltazar gives TMP their largest lead of the contest. Up the floor, left side, Tinley Rinchler has her layup rattle around and it falls. 64-52, Rinchler with her first field goal, and TMP's going to hold on for the victory. So the TMP Lady Monarchs with a hard-fought victory here in this one, winning 64-52. As the Lady Monarchs were able to rally from a double-digit deficit and pick up a huge win in this one tonight. Lady Monarchs come away with the victory, winning 64-52, and a good balanced attack for TMP. They end up with 4 in double figures, led by the 16 of J.C. Von Linnell, Kylie Allen with 14, Megan Hamel and Emily Lane each with 12 in the contest. As TMP will pick up win number 11 on the season, go to 5-1. Meanwhile, the Smith Center Lady Reds, Talon Wrench leads all scores with 19. Melee Raby and Dakota Kattenberg, each with 10 in the game as well. Smith Center will drop to 11-4. They're 4-3 in the MCL. That tells you how important this victory was for TMP as they move to 11-3 and 5-1 in the Mid-Continent League. Again, our final here in this one, TMP comes away with the victory, winning 64-52 on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.